Hello. Yeah, hi. My name is Kim and I am the owner and only person here at KLT Charting. I've done flosstube videos before, but they were more like, I did a whip parade and stuff like that. And obviously I do my monthly live videos showing the limited edition colours, but I've been watching everybody's, as many as I can find at least. If you've got more, drop me a link. But I've been watching everybody's Flossmas videos with the advent calendar, just because I love seeing people's reactions. Hopefully they're good. They have been so far. Reactions when they open the advent. That is the one thing I don't like doing about the advents, is I really wish that you could all, right, in future, what I want everybody to do is everybody who orders an advent, they have to come to me daily to open your parcel in front of me so that I can see that you like it. Okay, does that sound good? Everybody travelling all over the country. I know we've got some people in Wales. There's some, I sent at least one to Scotland. Everybody needs to come to me daily from now on. Okay, I'm kidding, obviously. But I love seeing people open the Flossmas videos, and seeing all the videos has really inspired me to start doing flosstube videos again. But what I want to do is, a while ago I had an idea, I had a notion. It didn't get very far. People kept telling me, you should be on TikTok, you should be on TikTok. But there wasn't really, I had ideas for what I could put on TikTok, but time has not allowed me to do it. So I'm coming back here to flosstube to hopefully speak to some of you lovely people. Firstly, apologies, I'm very rusty with my editing skills. I am going to try and do a bit of editing if I can. It's going to be rusty and it's going to take me a hot minute. So this is just a kind of intro video to see what people would be interested in seeing. Obviously I do my monthly videos and that's live, but I thought I could do, so I'm going to kind of combine it. This is my idea. This is what I've been having in my head for the last few days. I'm going to combine flosstube, as in I can show you my stitching. I don't actually have it with me in the cabin. You can see him in the cabin. If you don't know, this is where I work. This is KLT Charting HQ. But I don't bring my stitching. That lives in the living room. But I do take pictures of it. I take quite a lot of pictures of my stitching because of playing Myth. If you don't know what that is, Myth and Magic, I'm sure we can get into that one day in one of my videos. It's a game that we run on Discord. We're on a break at the moment for December. There's like an event going on, but it's a break. So I take a lot of pictures. So what I thought I could do is tell you about my stitching, and then through the magic of editing that I'm very rusty at, put some pictures up on the screen instead. That's the idea. And then also have these flosstube videos as a kind of newsletter. I am supposed to do a newsletter. I do have a newsletter mailing list, but again, I just never get round to it. So that's my idea. I can show you, if you're not in my KLT Charting Facebook group, I can show you new releases. I can show you things that are upcoming. I'd love it if anybody who took the time to subscribe to me and was following me could see some sneak peeks of some upcoming stuff. I can, where have I put them? I think I have, so I may have to go and get it. But I think I can show you something today actually that's really fun and I'm really excited about, but is not ready for the website yet. So that sort of thing. Look, and it has this. You have to forgive me, keep looking down, and I'm playing with my pen. But I got a new notepad. Anybody who knows me, I'm obsessed with notepads. I have a whole drawer full over there of notepads. I have notepads coming out of my ears here. I've got books. This was one I think my mum gave me for Christmas one year, a Marvel thing. That's where I've got all my chart. I shouldn't show you this really, but here we go. This is people who have asked for quotes and things over the years. I know you're not really seeing this. The different types of charts that I do. inwards, sunsets, all the different things, because I'm a sod for making lists. I make lists all the time, but then I have lists in different places, and then I lose them, and then I can't put them down. So I've got a book solely for requests or for ideas now. I've got a book here. This one's for special orders. That comes out for Advent usually. I've got a book here. It's not closed. It's just a grey one. How boring. Oh no, what does it say on it? Master plan, it says on it. But this is where I put all of my grime guard measurements, like for how long the elastic needs to be and how wide the fabric needs to be and all that sort of stuff. There's not a lot in that book at the moment because I only started doing grime guards at the end of last year, but it's come. Anyway, my point of telling you this, I have a lot of notebooks around. This is my latest edition, and it matches up perfectly with my latest obsession, and I do get obsessed with stuff, really obsessed with stuff. My latest obsession is the Empyrean books, so Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and Onyx Storm. And I got this notebook. Look at this. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So this is now my flosstube notebook. So I'm going to make notes of what I want to say, but what I would also like from you guys as well is suggestions. If I'm going to try and do this, I'm not going to promise how often the videos will come. I'd love to say once a week. I make no promises. I'll be honest, you'll probably be lucky if you get 3 in a year from me. But I'm joking. I'm joking. Hopefully. If I can do them reasonably regularly, what do you want to see? If I'm going to use it like a newsletter and my stitching, and I can tell you life stuff, and I can tell you where I'm at, because I have still got a backlog in a certain part of my business. If you were in my old monthly clubs, you'll know, so I can keep you up to date on where we're at with those. The camera is in, I've got a slightly different, because I'm actually filming this on my phone, which will make editing easier too, because that's where my stitching pictures are. Usually I'm at a different angle on the laptop, but you can see, so this is my board. I've just realised that I was covering. This is my outstanding die orders at the moment. It's tapered off a bit at the moment, always does in December, always does, which is kind of good, because I'm always so exhausted from dyeing and working like crazy. I went 3 weeks in November without a day off to make sure all the advents were out on time. So, and then everybody's like, Advent, which is great. So this is my die list. The one up in the top corner, you can just see if I can get my pen in there. It's always backwards and I can never, there we go. This section here is the old club stuff. So I can tell you how I'm getting on with that and that sort of thing. So, I had planned on I still plan on blitzing the outstanding orders. I've got limited editions from, I did the fruit salads the other day, which was August's limited edition, and I could do them all except one, because I'd actually ran out of 32 count linen. And then I did the same with sea mist. Yes, sea mist. The sea mist pieces haven't been sent yet, but again, I couldn't do them all. Anyway, so I'm actually waiting on an order from Zweigart, which I was hoping would be here today, but at midnight while I was sleeping, I got a notification saying they're hoping it will be delivered tomorrow. So as of tomorrow, I can blitz all of the outstanding limited editions and the orders, and yeah, get back to, I want to try and build my stocks up. I keep fabric in stock. You've got the option to buy the size and count that you want, but every now and again I will just dye a load of either 14, 18, whatever count I've got lying around, and put it in my drawer that you can buy it immediately, so you don't have any long waits. So I want to build those up again. So yeah, it's all a plan, it's all happening. I've been quiet the last couple of days. I've been doing a lot of charting. So I do 4 advent calendars each year, or the last couple of years. You've got the 3 physical ones, which are the mixed items, the fabric and threads, and the threads only. But there's a 4th one as well, which is 24 PDF charts. And I will confess, I have been behind with getting those PDF. Usually they're all done before December. I've got a couple of those left to do, just to finish off at the end of the month. They go out daily through email. So I've been finishing those off. I've been doing some website updates. I was doing a load of dyeing. So yeah, lots of things are happening. But I'd love to know if you have any questions for me. People in the past have asked about, like, they want to see me dyeing and that sort of stuff. I am not averse to showing people my dyeing process. I can do it all. I need to work out camera angles and things. But if you guys want to see that as part of my KLT floss tube, hit the comments, let me know, and we'll go from there. So yeah, I've waffled now for 10 minutes. I'm not actually showing you anything. So if you have listened this far, thank you. Appreciate you. Because it is a floss tube video, I am going to put some pictures in of what I've been stitching. So I have far too many whips. I was doing whip go this year, and I was doing really well with whip go until about August, I think. I have two big heaven and earth design projects on the go. One of them is Computer Wizard, which is a bit of a running joke because I started it like 13 years ago. And I go for ages, like a year, even 2 years, without working on it, and then it's all I want to do. But at the moment, I'm not on Computer Wizard. I am on Elder. Elder Secret is its proper name, but I always just call it Elder. And I'm loving it. And at the moment, I don't want, and for months now, I haven't once stitched anything else. So what I'm going to do is pop a couple of photos up of, I've not long finished a row, and I'm stitching it on 16 count Ada, so it is huge. It's a big, if I come back, it's about, my frame is about this long. It's a big piece of fabric, and I've just finished a row, so I've moved the scroll bars. So what I will do is I will put a picture up, hopefully now-ish, and you can see my completed row. And then I will change that to a picture of blank fabric, so you can see where it looked like after I moved the scroll bars. And then another picture where we are, I think I took this picture yesterday, maybe the day before. You can see I'm starting to come down the first page. So hopefully, as I say, with the magic of editing, if I can remember how to do it, I will overlay those pictures. But yeah, so that is my stitching. That's what I'm working on at the moment. Like I said, I've got too many whips. Whip Go was supposed to sort that out, but I just cracking on with Elder. I've actually worked out now the point I'm at with Elder, and I think I've been doing Elder for 3.5 years. But if I can do 200, it keeps changing obviously depending on what I stitch each day. Last I checked, if I can do 289 stitches every day, I will finish it 31st of December next year. I won't be able to do 286 stitches a day. I know I won't. I mean, for example, yesterday, I think I did 76 stitches yesterday. It wasn't a lot. But then I have the days where I can do 8, 9, 100, 1,000 stitches when we're playing Myth, and we're really up against it. I have been known to put in 1,500 stitches if I'm not working and it's the weekend and I can stitch all day. So hopefully those days will balance out. And I would love, if I could get this finished for next year. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's a good target. And it's a good thing that I can try and keep you guys up to date if you're interested. So anyway, 14 minutes. I've told you what I want to do. I've done a little intro. Let me know if it's something you'd be interested in, and we'll see what I can get knocked out. Oh, I was going to show you. Oh, sorry. I was going to show you. Right. I may have to move for a second because I didn't plan this very well. So I need to find something that I can show you that I've been working on and I'm really excited about. So hang on a second. I don't know where I put them. They're not there. Ah, they're here. So, as I say, you know, I've been working on ground guards, and I had some spare fabric, so I wondered what I could do with my spare fabric, and I've been working on these, and I've got quite a few here. These are little scissor cases. I'll go with the popper, my scissors. There you go, and yeah, it just makes sure the point is safe and they're protected. I've been working on these. Now, the reason that they haven't been officially announced yet is that they are not on the website. Now, this one that I picked up isn't too bad. Actually, that's probably one of the better ones. I've got a few here. So I've got daisies on green, but if I show you, like this one here, for example, until I bought my sewing machine last year, I think it was like the springtime last year, and I started doing the grime guards, I'd never had a sewing machine before. So I'm self-taught, I'm learning as I go, and there are times when my sewing is not the best. So if I try and show you on this one, you can see I'm very close to the edge here, and my stitches don't actually meet at the bottom here. I've gone a bit wonky here, you can see. So that's that one. Let's have a look. It's not too bad. Actually, you can see the more I practice with these, they weren't too bad actually. I got this one here, and it really amused me. I got some Christmas fabric for doing Christmas grime guards, which I haven't had a chance to do apart from this one fabric. If I open that up, poppers as well. Poppers was a new thing for me, very, very new. So there was a lot of trial and error with getting the pops on. But look, it's little pigs in blankets. They're so cute. So what I'm going to do is I want to go through these. I'm going to pick out the ones that are not perfect in my eyes, or good enough at least for the website. So you can see on this one, the back of this one, I don't know how well you're going to see that, my stitching just got a bit knotted, and the same on this side, it wasn't quite straight. So these are not, in my eyes, good enough for the website. I could put them in the second section. I do have a second section, which is usually just used for hand-dyed threads at the moment. The occasional piece of fabric that goes wrong goes in there too. See that one? This popper is too far over this side. That's not central, so that probably won't make it on the website. But I'll tell you what I have coming up in February, and I will probably go on about this quite a lot. This popper doesn't want to undo. There we go. Actually, they're not as bad as I sort of remembered them being. The daisy ones seem to have the biggest problems because they were the first ones that I did. I was doing daisies first. But in February, I have got my first KLT charting retreat. It's just a day retreat being held at my local community centre. So it's literally just going to be us sitting in a hall. But to cover the cost of the hall, the tickets are £10 a piece. It's just for a day. I've got the hall from 9 till 5, which I mean stitching time will be 10 till 4. And it's going to be just friends sitting around chatting. Obviously, I'm going to bring my shop like I do to retreats that I go to. When I'm invited as a vendor, when I go to retreats as a stitcher, I don't turn up in my shop. But this one, obviously, I'm going to. Owls, look cute. I will bring my shop. The plan is the ones that I don't think are good enough of these to make it onto the website will be put. I will bring them to the retreat so that you can buy them as seconds in person. You can buy them in person at the retreat if you want to. So that is the plan with these. But there you go. If you have listened to me waffling now for 19 minutes, you have had a first look at something that is coming. I will be keep practicing and get them on the website. Oh, see, I've got the back one folded over the bees now. Look, cute little bees. So there's quite a few. They don't, once I got my eye in, they don't take that long to do. So I will be getting some more of these done. I need to get some more grime guards done as well. I did promise more grime guards for Christmas, well, with Christmas material. And then I use the scraps for these. So it's great. So you've had a first look. If you've listened to me waffling, you've seen what's coming. Actually, I can show you this one. This was one of the very first ones that I did. This is officially my one. It just sits over on my organizer over there. And you can see, if I try and hold that really still, no, it's not focusing. My stitching is dreadful here. I actually doubled over. This is far too close to the edge. It all got bunched up here in this corner. This one never even got as far as having a popper on. See, I've not been stitching around. Whereas this one, you can see the stitching went, right, I've got all bunched. These ones, I haven't stitched that top flap. It was purely for decoration. It wasn't needed. It was giving me more hassle than it was worth. So I don't do it now. Now the stitching on these ones just literally go from there down and up to seal edges. So this one is far from perfect. You can see here, I don't know how well that's showing up. My stitching actually went right over the edge to go up there. It's awful. Basically, it's awful. But I'm quite attached to it because it was my first one. So that is literally where my scissors live, on my desk, over on my organizer, and it will stay there as a memory of how far they've come. Anyway, 20 minutes of me talking rubbish. But at least you can say you've seen something that nobody else has seen. If you have made it this far, drop in the comments, say hi. If you haven't already subscribed to me, please do. And I will see if I can do more videos in the future. Okay, I will see you all soon.